Hello everybody, today we're doing a video for GTA Car Kits in a 2015 Audi A3, and today we're going to show you how to install our Apple CarPlay and Android Auto kit. As you can see, it's already installed into this car. It's been paired to iPhone wirelessly. You can also pair it to your Android phone wirelessly. The entire system gets controlled here with the original controls, and you're able to switch back and forth by pressing and holding the back button. So this is the Audi system, nothing gets disabled. And you just now have an extra function that you didn't have before. All of the audio is done through the original Bluetooth of the car, so you don't lose any sound quality. The original microphone is also used, so you don't need to wire anything extra there. And now we're going to show you how to install it in this particular car. These are the tools that you're going to need. This is an 8mm socket with a small extension. We also have a long extension to get some bolts that are far away. These are our stereo removal keys. This is our panel removal tool, and of course you're going to need our product. So we're going to start right here with the glove box, and we're going to remove our head unit first. So we're going to insert the keys, make sure that they're facing in this way, and insert them up to the second notch. So there's one slot right here. Make sure that it goes in straight. Same on the other side. And at this point, you can gently pull on the keys, and the head unit will come out. And we will take it out and show you. So sometimes these keys might get stuck, and in order to remove them, you can use either a screwdriver or your finger. They have these L and R on each side, so we're gonna press right on this key, and that's when it's gonna release. So if you need more pressure, you can use a screwdriver, and same on the other side. So now in order to do the installation, we're going to be removing this entire glove box, and we're going to disconnect all the connections from the head unit. So we're going to start with this fiber optic cable. It has a clip right here. Then this is the main harness. So you have to squeeze the clip underneath and then unlock it. These are video cables. So the gray one, actually, this is what we're going to be using for our kit. So there's a clip underneath that you need to press with your finger. And then I'm using panel removal tool from top to pry it. So this is the clip. Same one for this yellow video cable. These ones right here, you first need to slide the clip out and then press on it, and it will disconnect. Same for this blue one right here. And the last one, this white one, there's a clip underneath that you need to press in order to release the clip and gently disconnect. So now we're going to use our 8mm socket to remove all the 8mm bolts that hold the glove box in place. And first bolt that we're going to remove hides behind this panel. So we're going to use our panel removal tool to remove it. And this is the bolt right here. So we're going to use our 8mm socket. So we're going to use our 8mm socket and remove it. So inside the glove box, there are 3 vertical bolts that we need to remove. There's 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to use them with this small extension and remove all 3 of them. So now we're going to use our long extension with 8mm on the end, because there are 2 bolts. So there's one hiding right behind the stereo that we removed. It's right there. We need to remove that one. And there's one right here, more on the inside. So for both of them, it's helpful to use this extension. So that's what we're going to remove right now. And the last 2 bolts are underneath the glove box. So there's one closer to the door and then one over there. So now we're going to use again our 8mm. Before we drop the glove box, we're going to show you everything that comes in our kit and everything we're going to install. So we have our user manual. Over here, this is our main module. Here we have our USB cable, which is mostly used for updates. We have our video cable. We have our main harness. And this is our wireless antenna. Now we can lower the glove box. So we're going to open the glove box. We're going to grab it with our hand here. We're going to pull it down. And over here on the side, there's this small little hook. Make sure that you pull on the plastic, and before it goes much lower at this point, you need to disconnect a few things. So there's a light at the back that you gotta disconnect. And then over here on the side, there's another light right here, which you're gonna use your panel removal tool. And then there's this connection for the sensor for the glove box, and you just pull on it, it will disconnect. And then there's one more connection for the actual airbag, but leave it connected. We don't want to be resetting the airbag. And this is the connection that I was talking about, the footwell. So usually it comes apart. So first disconnect this black one. So because this light is so far behind over there, it's very hard to get to it. So usually it separates. So we're gonna put it back together, and we will insert it back into the frame of our glove box here in the bottom. And we'll clip it in. So then when we're putting everything back, we're just gonna plug in this connection. So over here inside the glove box, we're also gonna remove this cover for the filter, because we're gonna use this space in order to feed our USB cable. So this is the video cable from our kit. On one end you have the single male, this darker blue color. This has to go into the module. And this other end has a male and a female. So these has to be at the back of the head unit. So when we disconnected the head unit, we had the gray video cable, the original one. So this is the one that will go into the female end. This male end will go to the head unit, and this will go to the module. You cannot mix these two up. If you put this into the module, then you will not get any video. So this is our module, and now we're gonna plug everything into it. So main thing is the dip switches. So for this car, it has a bigger 7-inch screen. So we're gonna have switch number 5 on. And once you set the switches, now we can do the connection. So this is our power harness here. This is our CAN bus harness. We need to plug in that video cable. So before we plug in the antenna and the USB, we're actually gonna put this module on its where we're gonna hide it. So in this particular car, we will hide it underneath this felt, sound deadening material. And you can actually sticker the module to the glove box, to the actual plastic here. Another space in this car is down there. There's plenty of space to hide the module, but we found that this particular spot was more convenient. So we're gonna carefully put the module in here. It will already hold by itself. And then you can also use double-sided tape to fully secure it so it doesn't move around at all. And once you have it in this position, this is where you can plug in the wireless antenna, and then the USB cable. So now we're ready to put the glove box back up. And before you do that, you just gotta make sure to rearrange the wires here nicely. As you can see, I used some cable tie to make the video cable shorter. And because what you need inside this compartment where the head unit sits, you need this quad lock harness from our kit. You need the video cable, and you need all of these wires along with it. The thing that you don't need behind there is this original quad lock harness, because it becomes too bulky and then the radio can go back in. So this one you leave behind, but everything else, including this fiber optic cable, this is also very important, has to go inside this compartment here. Once it's in there, we're gonna start maneuvering our glove box. So as you can see, this quad lock is now behind. This fiber optic cable, when you first remove it, it's going to be very tied up to the original harness, and we just separated it like this. So now it can go on its own. So at this point, we need to connect that connection all the way for the light. And then there are 2 more connections on the side here. So we're going to lift up the glove box, do those connections, and then put the glove box in. So we connected the light. It's hard to see, but we connected that light, connection for that light, and now we're going to connect this glove box light and then this sensor. And now carefully make sure you take your time, lift up the glove box. Over here it has to lock on the side. So we're going to secure the glove box with this one bolt here in the middle. This is just for testing. We will do final assembly after we test everything. So now we have to pull out these connections through the opening of the glove box here. We need to get all our wires through here. So now with the glove box back in its original position, you got to make sure that you have all the cables here. So we have our main quad lock harness, we have our fiber optic cable, video cable, we have our second video cable, and we have our 3 antennas. So everything is here, and while we're putting it in, somehow the harness slipped in, but we're gonna push it with our hand towards that opening so it goes behind the glove box. Another thing at the bottom here, you gotta make sure that you only have the USB cable here. And if you look around that opening for the filter, make sure that there's no extra wires covering it. So this is our head unit. So first thing we're gonna plug in is our main quad lock harness. So make sure that the connection is unlocked, and then we're gonna insert it. And once it's all the way in, we will lock it in place. Right beside it, don't forget the fiber optic cable. That's what we're gonna connect. Now all of our video connections here. And then the last one is over here, the blue one. And at this point, we're gonna carefully put the head unit back in place, but not fully. We'll just leave it like this. So now we're gonna test everything. So we turn on our ignition, and you have to look on the screen, make sure that everything comes up and the screen comes up. The original Audi system works. In order to hear stuff from CarPlay and Android Auto, the same phone has to be paired by Bluetooth to the original Audi system. That's how the sound gets through. So the source of sound should be Bluetooth. And now if I press and hold this back button here in the center console, you get this extra mode which you didn't have before. There are settings menu where you can pair the phone wirelessly, but first we'll test it by the wire, make sure it works this way. So it has to start charging. And now you'll see CarPlay come up. So you're gonna test the sound. As I said, as long as your Audi system is set to Bluetooth, the sound will work. You're gonna check the controls. So everything works here, and again, if I press and hold the back button here, I'm back to the Audi system. So everything works, and now we can assemble the car back to its original state. So we're gonna secure the glove box first from the bottom, so it stops hanging on the top bolt. And then there's the other one on the other side. So we're gonna pull the head unit out and move it to the side because we have to secure that one bolt that is all the way there. We rearranged all the wires behind the head unit, so we pushed the quad lock harness towards the right, and now there's plenty of space there for the head unit to go back in. So you line it up and then push it all the way through. There's also the bolt inside over there, again with the long extension. So there's 2 more bolts right here. Inside the glove box we need to put this filter cover back, but we're gonna leave our cable for USB here hanging. If you put the cable towards the middle, then you're able to close the cover just like original. There you go, and then it all looks nice and neat. This is the bolt on the side here. And now the cover. So the installation has been completed. We paired the iPhone wirelessly, and now you can enjoy Apple CarPlay or Android Auto in your Audi A3. I hope you liked the video, and we'll see you next time.